Hey guys, in this video we're going to be looking at a GoPro Karma drone, and unfortunately this one took a bad hit and crashed down and broke one of the legs here. So what we're going to do is we found this used one on eBay. The controller inside is bad, but all the arms are fine. So what we're going to do is take this apart and we're going to replace this arm with this one here, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Alright, so the first thing you're going to want to do is open up your legs, and you're going to see you got two hex screws here, two hex screws here, and you're going to have to remove all 4 screws just to get to this arm. And then once you have those off, there's just some snapping that you have to just pry off on each side. Once you have that off, you can see we have a sensor wire here, so just be careful of that. Just set that to the side. And we're going to have a ribbon cable that this is providing the power and the speed sensor all the way to that arm. So you're going to want to disconnect this, and then we can go ahead and unscrew these 2 screws here. Okay, once we got those 2 screws removed, now what you want to do is use another tool. I've been using this, and you want to pry against that clip, and then you'll be able to pull this out with no problem. Now you want to make sure you pull on this white tab, so you're not gonna pull by the wires, because you don't want to pull the wires out of the socket here. So make sure you pull on this plastic strip here. Once you push that back with that tool, then you'll be able to pull it right out of the socket. So once you have that unplugged, then you want to take it out of this loop here. Once you have it out of that loop, you can see we now have another hex screw that we're going to go and take out. So once we get that out, then this arm will be disconnected then. Alright, once we have that screw down there disconnected, now we can go ahead and simply pry that out, and now we have disconnected the arm of the GoPro. So now, once we have this disconnected from the drone, let's go ahead and, I'm not going to film it, but I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing like I did on this one to this one to remove this arm. So then we can take that arm and move it over here, and then hopefully we can put it all back together and we'll have a working drone again. Okay, once you remove that arm, now we can go ahead and place that new arm that we just took from another drone into here, tighten our single screw down there. We're going to reconnect this connector in there, and then we're going to put our 2 screws back in here. So there's that one. And then we got to take this connector and plug it back in there, and we'll get these tightened up and then resume after that. Okay, we got our screws in tight, that screw in there. We got our power plugged in for the arm. Now we got this sensor cable that we need to plug back into our landing arms here. So let's go plug this wire back in, snap this back on, and we got 4 more screws to go. There's our sensor cable plugged in. Now you can carefully lay that down, snap this back into place, and then now let's tighten these screws up and let's give this thing a test run and see if we can get it working now. So far it looks like it's booting up and we're looking okay.